on the Robert Irvine Show.
He just started this new thing now that he's been fighting with. Gave her a black eye. He doesn't hit me on the regular. But him hitting you at all should be a no-go. Ain't no regular, ain't no nothing on my part.
What are you so mad for? Hold on, I'm sorry. I feel like she's a hater. I feel like she has no life and she has nothing else better to do.
Hell, it's getting worse and worse. And first it started with the scratches, then it's the cut on the neck. Now it's the black eye.
Plus,
So does he drink a lot?
Every day.
Did he drink today?
Yes, he did. You drank too much. You almost dropped the baby the other day.
You drinking this morning?
I was.
So that is 8 o'clock in the morning.
Don't know how many times I'm gonna keep telling y'all. I know my limits, Rob.
Okay.
He drinks every day, but it's not like he's falling over every day.
So how many days does he fall over?
Maybe probably 5 or 6.
So you answer the door. Somebody called
And I'm not there.
Child Protection Services, and you answer the door. They would take that baby like this.
that's right now.
By a show of hands, how many of my audience members feel it's okay for their parents to be involved in their children's love lives? What if your daughter came home with a black eye? Would you intervene then? Well, my next guest says that her daughter's boyfriend is so possessive, controlling, and abusive, she says he's even the reason her daughter isn't in college right now. She's had enough of this toxic relationship and refuses to sit back and watch her daughter ruin her life. Please welcome Sandra to the show. How are you, Sandra?
Okay.
Love your hair.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. So, how is your daughter's boyfriend abusive? Tell me.
He fights on her. He just started this new thing now that he's been fighting on her.
So he punches her, kicks her.
Scratch her face up and everything.
So why is she in this relationship?
I don't know why, but I want her out. I want her out and away from me.
So he's even left bruises on her?
Yes. Gave her a black eye.
And how did that happen?
They were arguing or fighting. I'm not sure if it was over a text or she called him talking to a girl or something, but it got real and it's really getting real.
And when you saw that black eye, what did you say to your daughter?
I asked her what happened to her. She was like trying to nix it off, like, Mom, oh, Mom, it's nothing, it's nothing. But my other daughter told me what happened. And, you know, he got a little smart about it. And my son and my nephew and them, you know, had words with him. But I want her away from him because he got to go. He got to go.
And what does your daughter say when she comes home and they've had arguments that become physical?
She give me all kind of different excuses. Sometimes she won't even say nothing. I won't know until like 2 or 3 days later. And she'll be like, oh, I had a fight with some girl or something like that. But she be lying, trying to stick up for him, trying to cover up for him.
Okay. So you mentioned that, or in my notes it mentions that he kept her from going to college.
Yeah, her father was going to pay for her college tuition. She graduated and everything, and she had it in her heart that she was going to go. Then all of a sudden, which I didn't know why, but she started talking about trade school and all this and all that, and she didn't even go to trade school. She started working.
Okay.
And that's where I go to find out that's where he works at. So he got her working up there with him.
So you feel
so he can keep her
manipulated
eye.
her.
Yes, yes.
Instead of going to college, come and work with me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
So you believe that she picks him, the boyfriend, over
her family. Yes.
What is it about this guy that she is so
Oh,
infatuated
that's
with?
what I want to know. Somebody tell me, because her fly do not match his point. I'm telling you.
Do you believe that he's been faithful to her?
No, hell no. No. I know it. My nephews and them saw him at a hookah club.
Okay.
And he tried to deny it, but when he seen my nephew and them, he went to the other side of the club with him and the girl.
Okay.
So when they told my daughter, she said something to him, he was like, that wasn't me. I wasn't in no club. And she let it go. I'm like, you crazy.
So what happened when he went to the grocery store?
Oh, my goodness. I told my daughter to go to the grocery store to pick up a couple things. She got to get his permission to see if it's all right with him if she go to the grocery store. Or if I tell her to go run an errand, she got to okay it with him. He is not.
You don't like him, huh?
I can't stand you.
Wow. But if you hate him this much, like you obviously do, why do you allow him to stay at your house?
Anything for my baby. I don't want her in the streets. I don't want her over there with him. I want her around me where I can keep an eye on her. Because that's what he does.
Well, I think it's time to meet her. Narissa, come on out here. Very nice to meet you.
She is beautiful.
Wow. So, Narissa, your mom you've heard what she's been saying back there, right?
Yes.
Some pretty disturbing things, right?
Yes.
So if he hits you, why are you still in a relationship with him?
He doesn't hit me on the regular.
Okay.
He doesn't.
But him hitting you at all should be a no-go. Ain't no regular, ain't no none of that.
Mom, you have to understand, we get into scuffles. We got into a scuffle. And the last time we got into a scuffle, I did get a black eye. I did.
They ain't come from no scuffle. Who gets a black eye from a scuffle? You get bruises or scratches from a scuffle on your legs and knees. You don't get no black eye from no scuffle.
Go ahead.
I just feel like my mom is over-exaggerating.
So how did you get the black eye then?
He did hit me. We got into a scuffle. I had pushed him because I seen a text message inside of his phone, and I kept on pushing him, and when he went to hit me, he gave me a black eye.
So here's my feeling straight
Ask
off.
her why she didn't tell me.
Well, I can see why. Here's my problem with that. Any man should not lay a finger on a woman in an argument or not.
There you go.
Right? Because that's called physical abuse. Okay? Nobody in any argument should raise a fist, a finger, or touch any other person.
You're right.
Right? Because
Especially if you love her. If you love her, you support her. You be down with her. You be by her side. You don't beat on her.
Mom, you
cheat
have
on her.
You
have to understand, you don't have no kids. You are my baby's child. You are my youngest child.
But I'm grown, Mom.
But you're still my child. You can get 60 years old, and you're still going to be my baby.
You have to understand that I am grown.
Yes, you are. And so what? You want
can I
somebody to
live
beat
my
on me?
life?
And I'm your mom? Okay, so you think I want somebody beating on my
Marissa.
baby?
She's jealous.
Why? She's what? Jealous? Jealous of what?
Why? Because you
That I'm
listen to him, you give him all your attention and your time?
That's how you feel, and I feel like that's why you're jealous.
I'm not jealous. I don't like him beating on you and taking you, making you do things you don't want to do, talking you in and out of things that you want to do, go to college and stuff like that.
He didn't talk me out of going to college.
Tell me why did you not go to college when you had it all paid and ready to go?
Because my boyfriend was going through something at the time.
Okay.
And you was too.
Okay. You're 19 years old and he's 21, right?
Yes.
So you're going to go through ups and downs, and he's going to go through ups and downs, and
He's going to go more down than up. He put his hands on my daughter again.
and that's quite right, you know. Here's the thing. You're
This is
sacrificing,
why I don't want them together.
but you're sacrificing your future for the happiness of somebody else, right?
Yes. But I feel like I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years.
Okay, but he's controlling you.
He's there for me when no one else is there for me.
Okay.
He's there for
In
me
what
more
way?
than my mom.
In what way is he there?
Any way that he can be.
Okay, but what you say when nobody else is there? Pretty much your mum's in your life, right?
Yes.
Pretty much she lives with me.
very much in your life.
But I
She
don't
don't
want
pay
to
no
be
bills.
there all the time because
Pretty much.
there's always you bickering
Sit over
with
there.
him or
Sit
bickering
over there.
with
I
me.
can't get a word in edgeways here.
It's a talk show, so I'm talking.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't come up here to sit here.
I know, and you have an opinion, but I also want to talk to your
Go
daughter.
ahead, talk to her. Or,
So, you've been with him 5 years, and you feel that he's this guy you're going to marry, right?
Yes. I love him. I do. I love him.
Statistically,
You have to understand, I do love him.
okay, and love is sometimes blind.
Coming up.
you gave my daughter a black eye. This was God. She's a beautiful young lady. She ain't have to go to work.
You're not about to sit here.
Because you beat on her?
After the break.
Loved one you're watching from your couch. You want to see us live? Well, if you're in the Los Angeles area and want to be part of my studio audience, go to therobertirvineshow.com now. I want to see you here. When you started dating however many years ago, right? He didn't hit you, did he?
No.
You didn't argue like you argue now.
No.
Now he's hit you. Do you think that's going to stop?
That's the
My
only
mom
thing.
does tell me that it's only going to get
That's
worse.
a pattern. It gets progressively worse, and you stay in this verbal and physical relationship, that he's going to keep doing that. The more angry he gets, the more he's going to touch you. Sorry, that's just a pattern of behavior. And you've allowed that to happen once, twice, however many times, and now it's going to continue to get worse.
Right.
How many times does he hit you? How many times has he pushed you? How many times, you can answer these, how many times has he been verbally abusive to you?
The last time, which was the black eye.
Okay.
Any other time, I am feisty. I have a temper, just like my mom.
You punch him and make him black eyes?
No, but I do hit him.
Okay.
I do hit him.
Okay.
He made me mad. He makes me mad.
Okay.
Because it's always like I'm on the verge where he's always texting too many times. Like, why are you
Texting what? Texting who?
another girl that we went to high school with?
Okay.
That's where the black eye came from.
You don't feel.
Okay. So he's texting another girl and you got upset.
Yeah, and I seen it.
What did he say in that text?
He said that he wants to
He wants to.
sexual things with her.
Okay. So here's this. Okay. You got upset with that, right?
Yes, I did.
So
because
why-
the girl, I don't like her.
Has he ever cheated on you?
Yes. Sex other girls.
All right. Let's bring Quay out. Quay, come on out here.
I don't believe that.
What are you so mad for? Hold on, I'm sorry. What are you so? I'm not working. I'm going to work. I make money. What are you mad for?
But mom,
I would knock your son out. Where are you coming?
This here.
Cause where he at? Where he at? Where's your son at right now?
Put your hands on my daughter.
Man,
You gave my daughter a black eye, visual scar. She's a beautiful young lady. She ain't got to go to work.
You're
Her
not about
hair
to
cover
sit
her
here-
face because you beat on her.
you're not about to manage my cat.
Quay.
Yes.
Welcome
I'm
to the
sorry.
show.
I'm so
Welcome
sorry.
to the show.
Oh, Mr. Robert.
Why do you think Sandra disapproves of your relationship?
She has no life. I feel like she's a hater. I feel like she has no life and she has nothing else better to do but to sit there,
Please let him talk.
sit there and worry about our
let her
life.
talk.
Like
That's
she
my
she
daughter.
has nothing else better to do. Like she don't got nobody for herself, so she sit there and want to worry about us and what we doing.
Sit over here for me. I want to be able to see you. Don't do anything.
You said I don't got nobody for myself. I need a life.
You do. You don't
I
have
gave
no
her
life.
hers, the one you're trying to control.
I'm not controlling her. We love you. I love her. Like, how you? All right. Okay.
So, Quay, let me ask, why did she get a black eye?
We got physical. We got into a little altercation, and I did do too much. It did go too far. I'm sorry. Like I already apologized to her. We
So
worked that out.
here's my issue, right? You're abusive to her. She gets abusive to you.
Yeah, more
It's
so.
like an
They don't
unhealthy,
need to be together.
toxic relationship. You couldn't control yourself when you punched her. So what happens when you get into a rage? And it's going to happen to you, believe me, because your pattern of behavior already suggests that.
She'll be
It's not a
gone before that
pattern.
happens.
One time isn't a pattern. And I
But
feel
it's not one
From
time.
the outside looking in, it looks
I love
like
him.
How many times- how
everybody
many
else's
times-
relationship is not ours. You can't base how we feel about each other towards how everybody else out there lives their life. We're not
But when you
everybody
have
else.
kids,
Can
then
you
you
stop
can
talking?
let
Could you
him
let me
talk,
talk?
Mom.
See, all this is y'all be talking about.
Let him talk.
Why
Let him talk.
do you believe that you're the reason that she didn't go to college?
I don't believe I'm the reason that she didn't go to college. She's gonna go to college.
Okay.
She's gonna go to college. She's too smart not to go to college. We both going to college. We both got dreams for ourselves. We have goals. We've been together 5 years. We don't got no kids. You feel me? We
So
plan that
that's
in the
why you don't
future.
know how I feel about her coming home with a black eye that you did.
she had a free ride, right? Paid for. And she didn't take that free ride because you were going through something.
Yeah,
Is that true?
yeah.
Okay. So
But it was her choice. Like it wasn't.
When
Like, I didn't put no gun up to her head. I didn't put no
did you
gun to her
say-
head and
did
say,
you-
yeah, no. I didn't. I never told her not to go.
No, when you went through your ups and downs, why you ain't talking a second? You can go ahead. You know, it's time for you to go ahead. And
How
do
you know
what
I
you
didn't do that?
But why she
Mom.
do
Her
that?
personal choice.
why
This is
why
what I don't.
why
I'm
did
tired of
course.
this. We're grown. That was none of her business.
Okay.
So what you gonna do when you go to jail for beating on you?
Okay.
What you gonna do then?
So let's
I'm gonna
go-
be there for him.
That's not gonna happen.
You got to be kidding.
If it does happen, I'm gonna be there for him.
I promise you.
5 years.
That's not gonna happen.
It don't matter.
It do matter.
Hell, it's
Because
getting
I-
worse and worse. And you first started with the scratches, then it's the cut on the lip.
What
now
are you
it's
talking
the black
about?
eye.
And that's all a lie. She been out here just fabricating all these stories.
She's
as far
jealous.
as hitting
It could
and
be
it-
she
during-
is jealous.
She's out.
Hang on, guys.
She's jealous of
So you're saying to me-
the black eye is the worst of them all. So
Okay.
I would like to know if you can see it visual.
You're saying to me that Sandra's the one that disrespects you.
All the time.
Yes.
All the time. Every time. Like, I
I'm
could
in
be
my house and
cordial.
don't speak.
I
I
could
could
be
disrespect
cordial.
you.
Sandra,
Respect me, come to my house and say
Sandra.
hi, keep moving.
Sandra, can he speak?
He ain't talk about nothing.
When we come back,
And if this relationship is going to continue another 5 years,
It is.
There's two
It is,
things.
whether
there's-
she likes it or
there's
not.
two
She
things-
has to deal with
There's
it.
two things that have to happen.
She has to.
Have you cheated on her before?
Well, she considered certain things cheating, but this is the only girl I've ever been with in my life.
So what is certain things cheating? I asked you a simple question. Have you cheated on her? And you said she considers certain things cheating. Like what?
Just entertaining and texting other girls.
That's cheating, right? To me, it is.
I guess
Right?
so, yeah.
Okay. So you've never had sex with another female since you've been
Never.
Why are you sending texts to another girl saying, I want to do sexual things to you?
I really is no.
So is there something missing in your relationship that you have to do that?
I feel like maybe, all right, I'm gonna be honest. It was a curiosity.
Okay.
Like, I've never had sex with another girl. I just, just wanted to get out there and just try something else. But I'm over that now. It's
Okay.
over.
Okay.
It's over, right?
Okay.
And she just can't. She doesn't get that.
All right, joining us to help with this this family that's in crisis for sure, psychiatrist and relationship expert, Dr. Reef Curry. Welcome to the show, Reef. So, obviously, you've seen what's going on here. What are you thinking?
You know what's so interesting about this, Sandra, Quay? You guys have a ton in common. You both love to control this individual right here. And the control has been passed on from mom to boyfriend. And neither of you are allowing her to be her own person. So, you know what I'm seeing from you? I'm seeing a ton of anger. You are just filled with anger. You want to resent your mom, and you want to do anything you can to get away, but yet you know you can't necessarily financially. And then your boyfriend, you don't know how to express yourself without using anger. It's like black and white. And when you don't know how to express yourself and communicate verbally, you're going to end up doing that physically. And that's why you guys have this toxic relationship. It's all about you. It's about your insecurities. It's about your jealousy. It's about you loving her, but yet you're so insecure about the relationship that you're going to do anything you can to control her. And it's not working. And you know what's going to happen here? You're both going to lose her if you keep doing what you're both doing.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Can I say something? I respect your opinion if it was based on what you knew. Your opinion is based off of what you heard her say. All of that is lies. She sat here and lied to me.
Look,
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not true. That's how my mom feels because she doesn't like him. She tries to think of these little problems in her head. It's not that. One day when I did go to the grocery store, I went upstairs and I told him that I was going to the grocery store for my mom. He did get upset, but he was not telling me
Why were you upset?
not to go.
Because she's so controlling. Like,
You try to
she
control
every 5
both
seconds.
of us.
When we at her house, every 5 seconds.
I got-
She calling
So
her.
let me give you a piece of advice.
I don't like that.
Let me give you a piece of advice. You live under a roof, right?
No.
I
You
do.
do.
But
You
I'm
have your
at
own-
his house most of the time.
You have your own place, right?
No, I live with my mom.
Okay.
Who minds her business and don't get into nothing.
At all. Because
So
we're
I
grown.
would suggest
Because
this.
we're grown.
I would suggest this, Mom. You need to give leash.
I'm 21. Y'all don't got kids that live with y'all that's 21?
Give her some space. Not to the point that if she has a black eye that you don't call the police. Because if that ever happens, I would have called the police. I'm a father of a daughter your age. And if my daughter has a black eye, I'm going to find him. Because you should not lay a hand on
So when your daughter lays hands on her boyfriend, what would you do then?
If my daughter lays hands on a boy,
You gonna
the
call the
boy
cops
is
on her?
supposed to stop away.
Exactly.
That's what it is. You know? And if this relationship is going to continue another 5 years,
It is.
There's two
It is.
things.
Whether she likes it or
there's
not,
two
she has to deal with
There's
it.
two things that have to happen.
She has to.
Yeah, cool.
There's two things that have to happen. Right? Number one is you either get unsecure and trust her.
I do.
You're a little insecure, my friend.
Very.
You're a little insecure, and you need to stop texting women that you got these fantasies for them or whatever it is that you do. Because when I asked if she cheated, she just went, yeah. She will never trust you doing that. And it was that text to another woman that created your anger and hers because she got the black eye from it. Right? Yeah. So if you want to be in a relationship, be monogamous, then be monogamous.
Well, maybe if I didn't push him as much as I did, I wouldn't have gotten
Wait. All right, okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It was my fault.
He was texting a woman. He was texting a woman saying, "I want to have sex with
But
you."
if I didn't get physical with him,
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's not your fault.
He instigated it. You're upset with it. Whether you push him or
and
not,
she's not making it any better.
it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about her now. I'm talking about you not taking responsibility for him hitting you.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Narisa, this is incredibly important. Right now, you're focusing externally on both of them. You're making it about them. Well, my mom did this. Well, I'm going to defend him. You know, it's my fault. Everything's my fault. You don't know who you are. You've been controlled most of your life in a loving way, but most of your life. And you're allowing all this craziness to happen. If you can speak up for yourself and what you really believe in, set up some rules, set up some boundaries. If this guy touches you again, call the cops. Like, don't, you need to respect, you need to respect your body. You need to respect your education. You need to respect your mind. You need to respect what your goals are in life and not allow other people, even your loving mom, to dictate who you are and what you're going to do in this world.
So here it is. I wish you, whatever you do, I suggest you sit down and you really talk this through, not with him there, just you two.
Why can't he be there?
Because you two have the issue. You two have the issue. Once you sort your issue out, he can come in and sit and figure it out. But right now it's...
one. We're together.
You're not listening. Your issue is here. Your anger is here. Sort the anger out first before you bring him in.
Exactly. So when he said...
I've tried that already.
Well, we got to keep on trying till we get it right.
There you go. That's exactly right. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
When we return,
Before I was going to rehab for my drinking abuse at 15 when I passed out on the bus.
You just said you're in rehab.
I was in rehab.
13?
Yeah, 14.
14.
15.
Welcome back. My next guest is here today because she's run out of all other options. Her boyfriend and father of a 9-month-old child is unfit and chooses women and booze over his family. She says his drinking has gotten so bad that he almost dropped their baby boy. She wants him to choose today liquor bottles or baby bottles. Please welcome Tay to the show. How are you? So, explain to me how your boyfriend almost dropped the baby.
I was by my cousin's house, and like he came over there, he was drunk, tipsy, and the baby almost slipped out his hand. But I hurry up and grabbed my baby out his hand.
So he was drunk holding the baby?
Yeah, like he was like, the baby was like this in his hand, and he was sliding out, and I hurried up and grabbed him.
So does he drink a lot?
Yes, he drank every day. He wakes up in the morning, go get alcohol. It don't matter what type of alcohol.
How much does he drink on a daily basis?
I can't even tell you. I lost count.
So is it a 6-pack, a 10-pack, a case?
It don't even be beer sometimes. It be hard liquor, vodka, all that. Every day.
Do you think he has a drinking problem?
Yes, I do. If you drink all day and you passes out for hours.
Has he seen or sought help for that?
No.
Or doesn't he believe he has a problem?
I don't think he believes he has a problem. He feels like alcohol is his life. That's what he say. He needs to feel good every day.
He needs alcohol?
He said that's normal to him.
To feel good?
Yes.
But he also is into pills, right?
And weed. He smokes a lot.
So weed, alcohol,
and pain pills.
Pain pills.
Because an accident happened to him. He had to go to the hospital, and they gave him that, and he just got addicted to them. Now he take them every day. Sometimes he take two of them.
So does he contribute to you and the baby and the house and life, or is that contributing just to his habit?
Sometimes he helps, but most of the time it's for like alcohol and pills and weed.
So you do everything yourself?
Yeah.
So how did you and Justin meet?
We was home. I met him while I was homeless. He approached me, and since we both was homeless, like we felt like we needed each other. And like a month later, that's when it became official. And like 4 months later, that's when I got pregnant.
Did you know he was drinking when you first met him like that?
He wasn't drinking like he is now. He'll drink every now and then, but
Do you leave him alone with the baby?
not really. I'd be scared too. I don't want nothing to happen to my baby.
Man, I always,
So how do you consider Justin unfit?
I mean, I don't like when he drinks and stuff, he's unfit. But when he's not, like when he's sober, he's actually a good father. He plays with him, takes care of him.
And how often is he drunk, and how often does he not drink?
He drinks every day, but he's not always like really, really drunk. But most
So he gets drunk 5 days, 6 days, 4 days? How many
like
days?
4 days,
4 days really drunk and 3 days just drinking.
a little tipsy.
So when you were in the hospital giving birth to your son, where was he? Drinking?
I know he was with my friend. He cheated on me with her.
While you were pregnant having the baby?
I found out the day before I went in the hospital, and the day I was going to the hospital, I called him and begged him, and he told me he had to watch over her because she was.
So why are you still with him? I mean,
I really love him. Like I want a family. I don't want my baby to grow up without a father.
okay. Do you suspect that he's cheating on you now as he's cheating on you before?
Yes.
Why do you suspect that?
Because I feel like once a cheater, always a cheater.
So when he's disappeared for a couple of hours or whatever, what do you do to him?
When he comes home, I smell his penis, and I smells him to see if he got perfume or something.
So he's going out for 2 hours. He comes back. You make him drop his pants.
Yes, I do.
And smell his private
Yes.
parts. So let me just get this right. Listen to this. He's been unfaithful. He gets drunk. You don't trust him with a baby. You smell his private parts when he's been out. And why do you want to be with him again?
Because I love him. Like, when we first met, he wasn't like this.
There's that love word, because I love
When we
him.
first met, he wasn't like this. And I believe that everybody deserves a second chance.
So how many times do you think he's actually cheated on you?
I really don't know. I just know about the one time.
Well, it's time to hear what Justin has to say. Coming out, Justin.
Cuz we really need help. You need to stop all that drinking and all that. You need to pay attention to your baby.
I cope fine every morning. It's
No,
not like I
that's
have
too much
a problem.
alcohol. That's too much alcohol. Who drinks like that every day?
Anybody. Almost 45% of the world do drugs.
No. You drank too much. You almost dropped the baby the other day.
I never tried to drive. I never am.
Nobody said it was on purpose. We just said like you drank too much to the point that you almost dropped it.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Are you trying to justify your actions by saying 45% of the country does drugs?
Yeah, I am.
You're trying to justify it.
They do.
How many drinks did you
I
drink?
don't get drunk. That's the thing. I get tipsy. It's not that I get a little buzz and it goes down. That's
So
it.
how often do you drink?
I drink
Every single day.
every day.
Every day. And what is a normal day of drinking for you?
Like 340 ounces. That's it.
340 ounces?
Yeah.
That's not normal.
That's normal.
That's not normal.
That's normal.
Especially if you're a parent, you
normal.
got a baby to take care of. Who
So
cares?
do you think you're an unfit parent?
No, I do not. Cause I'm there for him. I'm coping. I'm better. Like,
When you're drunk?
yeah, it's like I move better, but you know, it's not that I be drunk and I'm wobbling, stumbling, can't hold my son. Like I do all that right. I don't know what they getting all these accusations.
Do you
from me
work?
driving?
Do you work at all?
Yeah, I got a job.
What do you do?
I'm a bar back. I'm around Drake all the time.
You're a bar back.
It's what people do. That's how people cope.
So why? So give me that picture up on the monitor, please. So that is 8 o'clock in the morning. Why do you think you need to drink at 8 o'clock in the morning? Something must have happened in your childhood that started this. Sorry, that just didn't happen because when she met you, you weren't doing that.
I was doing it before I met her.
She said you weren't. Not to this extent.
Not as much as he do now.
No,
So-
before I was going to rehab for my drinking abuse at 15 when I passed out on the bus. I was drinking heavy liquor then, but I stopped when I just decided to pick up a beer and just drink a beer.
You just said you're in rehab.
I was in rehab.
13?
Yeah, 14.
14.
15.
Okay. So you think the rehab at 14 has taught you how to deal with this now?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you wrong. It hasn't.
I
You're an
do
alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic.
You are.
I'm not.
Somebody that depends on a drink to wake up in the morning and continue to drink. And here's the bigger problem. You're here today because, well, why is he here?
Because he have a problem. Like, people get alcohol poisoning. Well, I don't want my baby growing up without a father. What if one day you just pass out and don't wake back up? How you think
That's
I like
why I know my limits.
So what about the pills?
What about pills?
The pills he take every single day.
What are they?
That ain't normal.
What are they?
It's a pain pill.
Pain pills.
So you take how many of them a day?
Just one?
One? And you drink on top of that?
Yeah.
Why?
You think it's just beer? You're not supposed to even mix pills with alcohol at all.
So you
That can cause problems.
After the break,
He drinks every day. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. He drinks every day, but it's not like he's falling over every day.
So how many days does he fall over?
Maybe probably 5 or 6.
Child Protection Services, and you answer the door, they would take that baby like that.
stay tuned. Do you blame someone in your life for destroying your family? Then come be a guest on my show and tell me your story. Contact me at therobertirvineshow.com or call me at 1-844-IRVINE1.
Are you cheating on her?
No.
Okay.
I cheated one time and I was in.
With
One time
somebody
when
very
she-
close with me.
One time when she was having your baby in the hospital, right?
Right.
Here's my concern with you. The more you keep drinking, you need help, by the way. You need help. Because you're 21 years old and you think that you've got it all conquered, yet when you wake up in the morning at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever time, you drink a bottle of liquor, you take pills, but you're holding a baby that's how old?
10 months.
10 months old. Now, you don't think if Child Protection Services came and you answered the door in one of the way you drink, you don't think they'd take that child away from you?
You so good, though. I don't think they would.
You don't think they would?
You take pills, though. You
I
do all
don't.
that.
You're
don't
addicted
think-
to pills.
But it's not a problem.
You're addicted to alcohol.
It's
But why
not.
you can't stop every time I tell you stop? Obviously, it's a problem if you can't stop. You say that's normal. You say it's normal. You need it. You believe it. That's all in your mind that you need it.
You met when you're on the streets, right?
Yeah.
Both on the streets.
Right.
Do you love her?
Yeah, I love her with all my heart.
Why?
Because she was there for me from the start when we first met. And like she helped
So
me
how
out.
would you
I helped
feel-
out.
Okay.
Huh?
How would you feel if one day she came home with a baby and you were sprawled out on the floor and you had a heart attack or you had something go wrong with you or
Yeah, that's what I went to rehab for. I know my limits. Like,
But you
I know, cause when it's a difference from tips and when you drink it too much. Your
It's
head
not just
get
about the
dizzy.
drinking, the pills. That's a big part, too.
Well, Tay's cousin Aisha is here, and she says that her cousin is not strong enough to walk away, and she is sick of playing daddy to her baby. Please welcome Aisha.
Y'all need to keep it real. Don't act up here and sugarcoat nothing, Tay. Like, come on now, he drink a lot. He
You know if they're...
She need to mind her business, cause that ain't got
No,
nothing to
I
do
can't mind my business. Talking about my
No,
business.
good, though.
Tay come and knocking on my door.
but tell- but
Tay come
tell-
knock on my door and you was
it's-
there in the house and can't watch him. Come on now. No,
She
Justin.
helps me out.
That's not right.
But I have to walk
That's not
to the
right. I got my
store.
own kids.
I got somewhere to
I
go.
got my own.
I asked her to help because you be telling me no. To go give it to get
To
a
do what?
her.
Get drunk. Nothing.
So, Aisha, you help your cousin with the baby, right?
Yes.
So what do you do for the baby?
Like, I watch him. When she need me to watch him, go somewhere, I watch him. She need me to watch him while she cleaned up. I watch him.
Do you help support the baby? Financially? When she needs money, you give it to her?
I don't like asking people for money.
Yeah, she never really asked me for money, but if she know that, if she
I
need
really
it,
need
I
it,
got
I'm
her.
gonna ask her. But if not, like, I'm not gonna ask her.
But it's just crazy, Justin. You need to get
I'm
yourself
not the type
together.
of person-
But you
And
give
say you
babies milk
sugarcoating
and
it.
diapers
Don't come
and
up here and
things like that.
sugarcoat it because that ain't gonna get him help. That's not gonna get him help. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Take a seat. She's right, and she's absolutely right. If there's more to the story, then we need to know that so we can actually get him help. Because believe me, he needs help.
I know he do. He don't believe me, but
He doesn't have to believe it. The first sign of an alcohol or a drug addict is they don't believe that. That's the first thing. And obviously he doesn't. But pain pills and alcohol and smoking, they're all addictive
You might think
things.
it's normal, but what if one day, how you think I'm gonna feel if one day I come in the house and you not waking up? What you think that's gonna do to me?
I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep telling y'all. I know my limits, Robert.
Okay.
All right. So
The first step is admitting
Do you approve of this relationship, Aisha?
when he's not drinking, he's a good guy. But when he's drunk, it's no.
So
it's
when
no
does
go.
he not drink? Because right now he said he drinks 7 days.
He drinks every day. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. He drinks every day, but it's not like he's falling over every day.
So how many days does he fall over?
Maybe probably 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
I
Maybe
don't
5 or
never
6.
know about falling over.
Not only are you in denial of your situation, which is a big problem for me because you have a child, and you don't think that
Who loves him, who says that all the time, who cries every time you leave. He cries for you. He barely want to be by me. He always come by you, but you want to drink and take pills.
You need to get help for your baby.
And you
love him, you'll do
think that they wouldn't take this baby from you if you answered the door. Somebody called
And I'm not there.
Child Protection Services, and you answered the door, they would take that baby like this. Still to come. What are you thinking right now, Justin? You're looking
I'm just
like
trying to see how all these problems got to do with me drinking alcohol and just.
you owe that baby a chance to grow up with a dad and not an alcoholic. So what do you want to do? And you're looking
I'm just
like
trying to see how all these problems got to do with me drinking alcohol and just.
What you mean, Justin? All this time
I
together.
really go back.
Cause I
In my
still
audience,
take care of
Dr.
my
Reef
son.
Kareem, good friend of the show. Welcome. Again, I think I know what you're going to say, but I'm really interested to hear what you're going to say.
Well, okay, to start off, we should all know that when someone's under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever the substances are, and they're truly an addict, which you are, they're not thinking for themselves at this moment. So he's going to say all sorts of stuff. I don't got a problem. Don't worry about it. Everything's great. I'm a great father. Whatever it is, because he's not thinking as him. His brain is hijacked by a substance or multiple substances, and he's not thinking for him. So you can't just rationalize with him and go, hey, man, you need to go back to rehab. It's not going to work. So what you need to do is quit enabling him and actually give him some consequences to make him go into rehab.
He's not drinking with him.
And Justin, right? You're playing this whole moderation management thing. I own a rehab. I know a lot about this topic. And this whole moderation management of, man, I did rehab, I get it, now I know how to control my drinking, it's not working. Because you're not a dad right now. You're just this guy that just kind of hangs out. You're not really a husband, according to the story here, and you're not really a dad. And I'm sure you probably could be a good one. But right now, your relationship is not with a baby. It's not with her. It's with weed, alcohol, and pain narcotics. That's your relationship. All right, this is going to go one of 4 ways. You're either going to have a health problem that's going to put you in the hospital at some point, or a legal problem because of a DUI or domestic problems or something where you're going to end up in jail, or you're going to have some other kind of consequence, like a relational consequence, where she ends up leaving you because she can't take it anymore, and she's worried about the baby. You know, there's multiple bad things that are going to happen. It could be even a financial consequence where you guys go broke because you can't afford to spend all the money on the drugs and the drinking. Something bad is going to happen. And right now, you have the opportunity to change the way that you're living right now. If you truly love her and you love the baby, you got to be bigger than the alcohol, bigger than the drugs, bigger than the weed, and do something for that.
I think what you need, Justin, is to go back into rehab. I think you need to realize that these people, right? These people, Dr. Kareem, and these people that love you the most, they can see, obviously there's an issue. You can't see it because you're not seeing it. That's okay. But you need to go back in and get help. Because if you don't, one of those 4 things is going to come true. And I would hate after you coming on this show that you go back and something bad happened to one of you or the baby, knowing that we could help you. I will give you referrals to get help if that's what you want to do. I can't drag you and I can't beat you, and I'm not doing that. That's not what you're here. You know that people care about you. Nobody's beating you here. She just said, listen, you cheated on her. She's still with you. She's been with you on the street for 2 years. She's been everywhere you've been, she's been. She's not asking to leave you. She loves you.
And then sometimes I wasn't even homeless. People would offer me to come to their house, and you know what I told them? No. I stayed with him by his side because I didn't want him out there by himself.
So that shows you, and that's, to me, that's the meaning of true love, right? She could have gone and dumped your ass and left, and she didn't. She stuck by you.
That's why.
So you owe her and this baby of yours, right? Both of yours. It's your baby. You owe that baby that cries for you when you leave all the time. You owe that baby a chance to grow up with a dad and not an alcoholic. So what do you want to do?
I take the referral.
Good. All right. It'd be my pleasure to do that. It'd be my pleasure to do that, believe me. It's a smart guy. See, everybody's rooting for you. Everybody's rooting for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
What I think we need to do is give Justin some help, and we're gonna help Tay be strong for Justin, and we're gonna do it as a family, because we love each other and we all we got.
The change I need for us to move forward is just for him to stop drinking and help me out more.
I'm gonna just take the referral from Robert and just go to rehab so I can get better with my life.
Do you have an in-law who's ruining your relationship? I'd like to help. Come be a guest on my show by contacting me at therobertirvineshow.com or call me at 1-844-IRVINE1.
I want to thank all my guests for being here today and sharing their stories with us. To my guests and viewers, emotional abuse is just as bad as physical abuse. Don't let your loyalty become slavery. If they don't appreciate what you're bringing to the table, let them eat alone. I want to hear from you, so go to our website, therobertirvineshow.com, or visit us on Robert Irvine Show social media pages. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.